Welcome back to episode 2 of The Goose Goes South. And here's a great chart that Tenley drew and shows you the route for this particular episode. This is also where Tenley gets off and has to go home for some appointments and work. And Pim van Hemmen from Soundings Magazine joins me for the leg down to Annapolis. Well, here we are leaving New York behind us. We've just passed the Statue of Liberty, heading south towards the Verrazano Narrows Bridge, and you can see the city in the background. It's been an amazing couple of days. We stayed at Liberty Landing, the marina, and which is just a short hop across to the city, and it's just been a blast coming down the East River, through Hell's Gate, down the East River along Manhattan. It's been quite a remarkable experience. So today we head off under the Verrazano Bridge down towards Manasquan Inlet and into the New Jersey Intercoastal. Well, as you can see, there's plenty of traffic here in the harbor as we're heading south, and the ferry's cranking right along. I mean, what kind of speed is he doing? He's hauling mail at 17 knots. I can check that on my Ray Marine and through AIS, so we know what his heading is, what his name is. If I need to call him, I can get hold of him on the VHF. Well, that's goodbye New York and hello New Jersey as we head down towards the Verrazano Bridge and the New Jersey shore. Well, here we are chugging along the Jersey shore with Pim van Hemmen from Soundings Magazine, and just enjoying the day. We've got meatballs. This is breakfast / lunch. Thai cuisine. I made a super sauce and mayo and ketchup. I mean, I'm French chefing to a T down here on board, and yeah, it's beautiful. What else can I say? The weather along the Jersey shore was perfect. No breeze, no swell. And we were so pleasantly surprised by a large number of humpback whales, bottlenose dolphins, white gannets, and a ton of bird life that showed lots of fish. Oh, there's a whole bait ball underneath us, but way down under. Well, maybe. The last thing I had expected along the Jersey shore were an abundance of whales, dolphins, all types of birds, and also the fish action that we saw on the Echo Sounder. Well, it was time for Pim to show his hand in the galley and see what he could cook up. Boy, he didn't disappoint. So here you see how I do my navigation. Obviously the Ray Marine plotter got its waypoint in for 218 degrees. We're doing 7.6 over the bottom. And way down here is actual water through the waterboat speed, which is 7.8, so we're losing a few tenths because of current. Then as a very good secondary backup, I use the Aquamaps app, which has been amazing. So this will tell me exactly sort of what I'm doing, course over ground, and it'll tell me my bearing to the mark, ETA, distance, and I've got a little current ahead of me, so coming down, so that's what it's showing. But it's between these two units, the iPad and the Ray Marine, I can sort of cross-reference. And the nice thing for this iPad with Aquamaps is you can do your routing down below, or even lying in your bunk early in the morning or whatever before you get going, and just plot it all out where you want to go. And it's just I've loved it. I've really learned a lot from it. Good morning, and it is 7:30 on October the 12th, and we're just leaving Barnegat Inlet after a good night's sleep on a fishing pier, which was great. Real fishing boats from New Jersey, as in draggers. Now we're heading out the channel. We're heading east for a little while, then we'll take a right and head south towards Atlantic City before we get some weather later on today, and tomorrow we may just have to hunker down for the day. Land ahoy, Atlantic City up ahead. I'm a firm believer in using a really good logbook. Not only is the logbook important for passage details, but also where you've been. When you look back, you remember exactly which ports you were in and how much fuel you took and how the weather was and all that good stuff. We decided to come in off the ocean at Ocean City. The weather forecast was for 20 to 25 in the afternoon, and we thought, well, we'll head into the New Jersey Intercoastal Waterway. But the protection of the New Jersey Intercoastal Waterway comes with its price, shallow water. And up ahead we could see somebody that was hard aground, and through conversing with him on the radio and with the dredge master, we were able to figure out a safe way of going around his little mud bank and proceeding on. We tied up at Stone Harbor for the night, and it was time to give the boat a little spray down from when we were still on the ocean. And Pim was preparing dinner.
I'm going to make Dutch cucumber salad. Ona dug around in the fridge and found some Pat's pastured pork bratwurst. Fantastic. We're going to fry that up with some mushrooms, and then we're going to have a little cauliflower, and that'll be dinner.
The dinner was great. We had a good night's sleep, and it was soon time to get back on the road with several bridges, somewhere we had to wait for the operator to open the bridge. And it wasn't far before we were in Cape May. After a good night's sleep in Utz's Marina, we were up at sunrise, backed the boat out, and ready to transit the Cape May Canal and head towards Delaware Bay. Good morning. It's Friday, October the 14th. And we've just stuck our nose out into the Delaware River, and we've got sort of 10, 11 knots of breeze, which is quite manageable. Let's hope it stays that way. We've got a fair tide. The tide will build during the morning, and we've got about 50 miles to go to Delaware City, where we're probably going to haul up for the night. So let's hope the weather stays like this, or maybe improves a little. I'll take both. We were blessed with good weather in the Delaware. We made good headway and snuck into the C&D Canal and managed to get as far as Chesapeake City. Well, it was time for crabs.
So that's what I do. Take my knife under. And I just kind of clean this up out. You can break it. Sometimes it'll come out. Sometimes it will not. So that's why you have the hammer.
Well, we were very fortunate to have one of the cooks come out of the kitchen and show us how to clean and eat the delicious crab. We were up before sunrise, got the boat fired up, and cast off to a beautiful day and the last bit of the C&D Canal before we were to head down the Chesapeake towards Annapolis. Talk about beautiful light and a good time to shoot some pictures. I've done a lot of shooting on various other people's boats, from their boats, of their boats, but to be on my own boat in my own time and be able to shoot all these beautiful scenes, this is very special, and I'm so enjoying the experience. And on top of all that, Pim had the breakfast ready to go. Well, the Bay Bridge marked the end of this leg, and Annapolis was just around the corner, the end of another successful leg. Stay tuned for episode 3, and thanks for watching.